resolutions are something that we think about at the beginning of a new year. But what we're here to tell you this year is that New Year's resolutions don't work. So let's just give them up and let's get results in our life instead of resolutions. So our guest today is Jacques Berge, who is here to give us some real life tips and strategies to get results and get rid of those resolutions. So thank you for being here.
Thanks, Tina.
Okay, so you are a wealth of knowledge. You have a lot of information to share with people. And I know me, I always say, okay, this year I'm going to resolve to eat better, and people want to lose weight or whatever. And after 2 weeks, I'm like, yeah, no, that's not really working for me. So you have a strategy called plan, do, and review. Can you share what that strategy is?
Yeah, of course. So here's the thing. In the absence of structure, your environment will always win. So I do a lot of journaling and I keep notes. Like I've got my day planner, and it's not about time management, it's about task management. So I write down all the little things I want to achieve each and every day. And it's not like down to like 2 minutes or anything like that. But I keep track and then I review. So I make a plan, I go back through the plan, I ask myself what works, what doesn't work, what's missing. And again, you have to have the courage to be vulnerable to actually say, hey, look, you know what? This didn't make, there are promises I broke to myself or to other people.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you just simply, that's the pivot part. Now, in the pivot part, listen, I get in my own way. I know that. But I have good friends like you, right, where we have an agreement between each other where we're coachable and we come from a place of love and commitment to seeing the other person succeed, so we get that honest feedback from each other. Now, so plan, make a plan, doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be perfect, paralysis by analysis. I'm guilty of that too.
Yep,
yeah,
me too. Yeah.
I'm a professional student, right, of life.
Yeah.
I'm constantly studying other mentors and systems. But at the end of the day, we all know action trumps knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's my hands. I was warned. I'm an emotional guy. So in that, make a plan, take the action, right? Let go of judgment, that fear of looking bad because it may not show up initially the way you want it to.
Yeah.
Review, and then make those pivots and have other people accountable to you.
Yeah, awesome. Because I know it's the new year, a fresh start, and I think, okay, what's my plan for this year? And all of a sudden, I have this plan in my mind, how things are going to go for the week. And then there's interruptions, and there's things, and there's life that really takes over. And then before I know it, it's 3 months later, and I look back at my plan and say, okay, what happened here? So writing it down, I think, planning it, reviewing it, doing it. Yeah, I love that strategy.
So here's the other side of that 3 months, okay? When I have something called like a master integrity list. So as things don't get done, I carry them over. But from there, I'm going to ask myself, is it still significant? Can I delete it? Can I delegate it? Or do I want to defer and or re-promise? So will I reschedule it into the future?
Okay, awesome. As a health coach, I always talk to, I ask my clients, what are you doing? What do you have? And who are you being? But it's really, we need to start with who we're being, right? Are we going to be motivated today? Are we going to be on task? Are we going to be a person? So, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm going to tell you my pizza, beer, and ice cream story.
Okay.
I love pizza, I love beer, and I love ice cream. Okay, but here's the thing. My habits, these are habits I've created and my body craves. And it's hard, I can go cold turkey, but I might have results for maybe 7, 12 days and eventually I break down. So what am I gonna do? I give myself this, so there's option A, again, I love pizza, beer, and ice cream, but I'm gonna start asking for light beer. I'm gonna start asking for maybe crackers and cheese. I'm gonna start maybe going to yogurt. But I can even go one beyond that. I can go to a 3-ounce glass of red wine. I could go to popcorn, and I could go to like a probiotic with a little bit of honey. So to eradicate something or to have that discipline to go cold turkey, I'm not saying it doesn't work. So what I do now is I go to those other options that are better options for me, and when I'm out and somebody says, hey, let's go out for a beer and pizza, I'm like, sure, I don't feel guilty about it. I can go out and enjoy it. But I'm still, what I want to do is I want to create new habits by giving myself stronger options.
Yeah, and when you're getting rid of the resolutions and creating results in your life, it's just small changes that you're going to implement that will, small hinges swing big doors, right? Little actions that you can take. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, and that's what you're really saying.
Right.
You can just slowly, it doesn't have to be cold turkey, because that will give us the feeling of deprivation. Nobody likes to feel deprived.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, I know a lot of people watching, they have gone on diets, or they've created action plans or created something in their life and it hasn't worked. And that happens to all of us, right? And then we tend to say, like, I failed at this, nothing works. How do we really get out of that mindset that regardless of what happened in the past, we can move on from it and we can create new results today?
So when I was younger, I worked for Gold's Gym. I worked for other fitness companies. But at the end of the day, it comes down to health. It comes down to quality of life. It comes down to your ability to have energy to create the things that you want and to enjoy your day-to-day activities. So in that, I think find community that have similar. When I say goals, I mean that they want similar results. So if you find community that want to have similar results as you do, again, that's your environment that you're creating to support you through those times where you may not feel like you're fully committed to participating towards that result.
Right. And that's not always easy for people to do, really, because I always say you can either break free from the herd and they'll follow you, or you find a different herd. And I know that's kind of like a strange mentality, but people, when they surround themselves with people that don't have similar goals, that aren't up to what they really want, sometimes they can sabotage, right? Whether it's your business goals, if you're hanging around with people that aren't entrepreneurs or aren't people that are up to the same thing as you, people in your social circle might not understand, and then you feel bad about that, and it holds you back.
I think going back to the pizza, beer, and ice cream story, they're amazing people in our lives, but what they're committed to is something different than you are. So it's not about putting them to the side. It's about giving yourself some more options, and then again, cherishing those people, but again, putting yourself in the right environment.
Yeah, and I think that is really important, right?
Yeah.
So, I really want to thank you for being here. I know if we had hours to talk, like, you really are a wealth of knowledge and inspiration, and have helped so many people in our community really get the results that they're looking for in their life. So I really want to acknowledge you for that, for being here, and just really being a stand for people in our community to live their best life.
Well, and again, you know what? I want to acknowledge Dom and WeTV, because you know what? The two of you have decided to create something bigger than who you are, and now you're taking on the challenge to grow into that and to serve more people. So I think that's really cool. It's a testament to the two of you as well. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So, and thank you for watching. Thank you for getting out of your head and into your life. And this is your year right now to take action to get results. Why? Because you deserve it. You deserve to live your best life, and you deserve to have everything that you want. So thank you for watching We Digital, and I'll see you back here next week on We Digital.